me any questions, I'll just keep talking. So I also want to talk about the gas tax. We just passed a big transportation. We've been working on this for 2 years, and I just want to kind of break it down a little if I could, because it's all, every time you say tax, people are like, oh, why don't, no more tax. So we hadn't raised the gas tax. So California, for funding our roads, has always been a fund as you go, right? We don't want to do a bunch of bonds that, people's great-grandchildren are going to be paying for. Try to do a pay as you go. Well, the last time they did anything with this was in 1989. So people are still trying to use 1989 dollars that had no inflation ability to continue to pay for the roads now. And of course, our population has gone way up. And also, when we tax gasoline, and we know that people are driving more fuel-efficient cars, then the amount of income coming in continues to go down, and the amount of need continues to go up. So when we said we need to do something, we were all at the table knowing that more gas on the tax on the gas is hard for people. So they started off at over 20 cents a gallon, and a lot of us said, especially for people who have to commute, lower income, that's too much. We need to figure out a different way to do it. So we were able to get that down to 12 cents a gallon. And again, I know that's hard on people, but if you also think about what happens in the Middle East and how our gas fluctuates just with that, it was not that long ago, gas was $5 a gallon almost. Now it's, for the most part, under 3 or around 3. So that 12 cents will be there now for perpetuity. But 70% of that money goes directly towards local governments to be able to do exactly the kind of things that you're talking about. Especially San Joaquin County, which is a self-help county, they'll be able to get even more of that funding. And I'll say, because I commute back to Sacramento every single day, I got a Bolt a while ago. And I drive over 100 miles a day. I commute over 100 miles a day to go to Sacramento and back. And I said it is not fair that I'm not going to have to pay. I mean, if I drive like the old woman that I am, I can get there and back without using any gas, and I go really slow, so don't get behind me. But it is not fair that someone with a car like that is not paying, right? So now we have a $100 a year fee on an electric car, and we're also able to make a fee contingent upon what your car is worth that you'll also have. So, and if it's under $5,000, that your car is worth less than $5,000, you won't get anything. And then also taxing on diesel. So it was a big combination, a big package, and I'm sure you heard we're going to get some extension from the ACE train all the way down to Merced. And I also was in negotiations with the governor, and I've got a bill right now with Catherine Baker, who serves on in the Dublin area, where we just created a JP to look at how do we link that BART and that ACE train together. Now we're going to get more extension on that ACE. Let's link it with the BART, and we can get tens of thousands of people off the road every year. But you all saw what happened with all that rain that we had come down. The roads just were disintegrating right in front of our eyes. And they figured the average person was paying $729 every year in maintenance to their car. You get a bad pothole and boom, blow a tire, drop your shocks, your transmission. So all that to say, we are now going to start fixing the roads, and you will hopefully not notice too much. They say that the 12 cents is about 2 or 3 Starbucks a month for most people. I'm cheap, I just make coffee at home. But we'll all pay a little, and hopefully we're going to see great improvement. We cannot, California is the 6th largest economy in the world. We can't have a world-class economy with roads that you can't get freight in and out, and people can't come and people can't get to work. So,
okay, thank you, Congressman.